All right, we have our chapter, carboxylic acids, esters, amines, and amides, and we're going to do 4 recordings, one for each of those. So carboxylic acids is our first one. Here's what our functional group looks like. Consists of a carbon double bonded to an oxygen, and then single bonded to an OH. If you see it written out COOH, that's the same thing. It's easier to type. So, carboxylic acids are made by oxidizing a primary alcohol. And remember, a primary alcohol was an alcohol that had a carbon that was only attached to one other carbon, or an aldehyde. And remember, an aldehyde is where we had that, and that's an oxygen out of 6. So we will name carboxylic acids. It's going to be the only one in this chapter that we name. And all we have to do is replace the E in the alkane name with oic acid. So if we had this, 2 carbons, so we would have ethane if it was just carbons. So we take off the E and make it, go back and erase or make it oic acid. And if we had any branches, we would treat them just the same as we did with the others, but we're probably not going to see very many branches. Now our properties of our carboxylic acids, they are one of the most polar organics, the most polar that we're going to see because it's got 2 oxygens. Remember, oxygen is very electronegative. When we have 1 to 4 carbons, like this one, we're going to be very soluble in water because we can hydrogen bond with water. They're going to have higher boiling points than alcohols because they can do more hydrogen bonding amongst themselves. They are weak acids because most acids are weak, and it's the H on the OH that's ionized. So if we stick with our ethanoic acid and we write the ionization of it, it's the hydrogen that was on the OH that separates off. Now, since it's an acid, we can have a neutralization. So in chapter 8, we had HCl, an acid, plus NaOH, a base, and the H of the acid goes with the OH of the base to give us water, and then the Na plus from the base went with the negative ion, the Cl minus, from the acid, and we get NaCl, which is an ionic compound, which is called a salt. So here in carboxylic acids chapter, here's our acid. And our base. So the H of the acid and the OH of the base are still going to go together to make water. And then the negative part of our acid, and we write it like that just to keep it in the same format that it was, goes with our Na+, and we get a carboxylic acid salt.